Should the Knicks use the same starting lineup they used in Game 3, their first win of the series, starting Mitchell Robinson over Josh Hart? So entering Game 3, the Knicks' usual starting lineup, Brunson, Bridges, Anunoby, Hart, and Towns, had been outscored by 50 points this postseason, which was the worst for any five-man lineup in the 2025 playoffs. All right, Marcus, should the Knicks go with that same starting lineup at Game 3?
Initially, I'm going to say no because I feel like it hampers Towns from being offensively aggressive and getting it in different spots, right? If he get the switch, he can't get down low because he's going to have Miles Turner guarding Mitch Robinson will help on a double team or just be the body there, right? But it's twofold. If Tibbs went back and they had a walkthrough or a practice and they showed Towns different spots that he could be effective in while big Mitch Robinson is in the game, then I can almost think about it, but I just feel like he clogs the lane up. I feel like Mitch Robinson brings a ton of energy off the bench, the same thing that that he's been doing throughout the playoffs. So for me, I feel like it's more important to getting Towns going early than starting Mitchell Robinson.
Keith?
I gotta agree with you on that one because I just think, and I don't think more so it comes to the Towns thing. I just think Mitch Robinson is more of an impact when you don't start him and you bring him off the bench, right? He played the entire first quarter, and quite frankly, it gassed him out for the rest of the game. And I think that's the key because they couldn't stop anybody until the fourth quarter until Towns started going off. So me, I'm gonna take a different approach. I think Mitchell Robinson purposes, I think he's more impactful when you bring him off the bench and play him in spurts instead of playing him the entire first quarter.
Perk?
Here's the deal, y'all.
Or SA?
Mitchell Robinson, I got a stat in front of me right now where it talks about how Mitchell Robinson by quarter in the conference finals. In the first quarter is 22 minutes, 10 points, 10 rebounds. He's been a force. Over the last three quarters in this series, that's totaled 57 minutes. He's had 4 points in a total of 57 minutes from quarters 2 through 4, a total of 4 points and 13 rebounds. So essentially, it's giving the impression that at least statistically, he somewhat disappears after the first quarter. He comes out like a gangbuster, ready to handle his business, and then he fades. I still think his presence is important. I think he's formidable because of his size in the post, what have you. I just don't know how much you can trust or rely upon him, in terms of being able to do what's necessary in order to help this team become victorious. I like him out there, me personally, and I don't really have much of a problem with him in the starting lineup trying something new because that, as long as that doesn't compromise the minutes of a Josh Hart and others, I'm good with it.
I think he got to stay with it. Matter of fact, he should stay with it. Here's why. Because he's not going to take Karl-Anthony Towns or Jalen Brunson out of the starting lineup, and here's why I say that. Both of those guys are defensive liabilities. So what Tibbs is trying to do, he's trying to find a way to cover up for what they lack defensively. Because to be honest, Mikal Bridges, you just pointed out the stats before we went to break. He hasn't been that guy that they want him to be for us being a stopper on the wing. OG